Welcome back, everybody, to the Chicago Bears franchise. And we have 4 games remaining here in the regular season at 13-0. And these 4 games are going to test us for sure. You can see the Kansas City Chiefs battling right now with the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, the Chiefs are 7-6. They've lost 2 in a row. So, record-wise, maybe not up there as one of the top teams in football as they're battling just to make the playoffs. But still, when you have Pat Mahomes out there, it's going to be a test. Right now, 13-0. We have technically, I would say, clinched the division. I think if the Packers lose one more time, that will be your division. Because if we lose the Final Four and the Packers beat us, there's a good possibility that they could win the division. But more than likely, with a Packers loss or a win here today, we win. Now, Patrick Mahomes, 35 touchdowns, number 2 in the league, behind the rookie quarterback for the Jets at 36 touchdowns. You can see we're down there at number 4. Receiving-wise, look at Rashee Rice. Right below Jamar Chase, 17 touchdowns. I believe that is leading the league. And yeah, it is. Luther Burden, we're right there at 14, but Rashee Rice, 17 touchdowns, having a fantastic season. Also wanted to see what our devs were going to be. Devontae Macklin ended up being a star dev, but I think with the Rookie of the Year campaign, he'll get up to superstar. And Byron Simmons is a star dev as well. He's having a solid rookie season. I'm thinking he'll stay at that. But Devontae Macklin, he's got to be up there for Defensive Rookie of the Year. There's no doubt about it. And if he wins that, he's going to be up to at least a superstar dev. It's been I know we sacrificed the first-round pick this year, but, man, going up to get a guy like that, a crazy talent, and it's really definitely paid off. As we go into Kansas City, one of the toughest places to play in football. It's so loud. Here we go. Undefeated season on the line. As we'll go out to Xavier Worthy for the grab, and Worthy has a catch and a first down. No more Kelsey. Obviously, he's retired, but down the field, Worthy wide open, just runs out of room, and another Kansas City first down. So changes up the offense a little bit as they try to get the running game going with Pacheco, but he's absolutely nowhere. Jared Roth and company come through. But like I said, with Mahomes back there, he can just sling it. And they have weapons out there, Rice, Worthy. So this is a very solid offense, one of the best in the NFL. As Harrison Butker is going to try to attempt a 57-yard field goal, and it's going to drift left. It's going to be no good. That's going to give our offense really solid field position here to start this drive. All right, let's see what we got here. Speaking of one of the best offenses, that's what we got here, but trying to find Simmons. Had him. Caleb Williams overthrows him. Leg cramps for Trapio. Hopefully he'll be able to return. But this is a battle of some really good offenses. Wide open. That's going to be caught. Jermaine Burton with the grab. And Burton's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. With the season Luther Burton's having, I feel like you must got to double him, and it gives good looks like that for other receivers as DeAndre Swift hits the lane, gets a really good block there near the goal line, powers in for the touchdown, and just like that, we're going to take a 7-0 lead here to start off this ball game. As you can see, right now projected right behind Justin Herbert as the MVP. Man, I was hoping Caleb Williams would have an MVP season. We did last year. We got it screwed out of it. Maybe not in the cards again. It's so tough year to year. It's crazy how that MVP is really just turned into a quarterback award as well. For a running back, you'd have to do something absolutely, I don't even know. After the season in real life last year of Saquon Barkley, as we missed the tackle, going for the touchdown. How did we miss that? Jared Wiley in for the touchdown. I guess he's the new Travis Kelce. How did we miss that tackle? Just really good blocking down the field. But now Davis, come on, man. How do you not make that stop? So Kansas City with the touchdown. We're tied at 7 apiece. But even last year in real life, Barkley's season, you'd almost have to run for like 2,400 yards and have like 30 touchdowns. As Romadunze a little bit shaken up. I guess more than shaken up. Looks like he's in a lot of pain out there holding his left shoulder. Yeah, you'd have to do something crazy to knock a quarterback off, I think. As underneath the Colston, Loveland with the grab close to a first down. Bruce shoulder. It says he's going to return, but it's questionable return. based off the status of what he got knocked down there. So I think he is questionable return. So everybody now is going to have to step up. 1st and 10, handoff to Swift. Can really help you get the run game going. White, great block there from Byron Simmons. Spring Swift for another 5 to 6 yards. Almost gone for the touchdown. And we're down to the 12. We get it down to the 1. And get Kyle Monangai in there for the touchdown. Everybody, Jermaine Burton, Monangai, guys that really haven't gotten too many touches this year. Having some key plays. And we're back up 14-7, up 7 points here, as that is just a quick throw from Mahomes, finding Xavier Worthy. As Rashee Rice at the moment has been quiet. It's been all Worthy. And Jared Wiley with that touchdown. Worthy again. Another catch, 1st down. He's a superstar div, isn't he? 3rd down and inches. Mahomes going to set up the sneak in. That's not going to happen. Walter Nolan says no. So that'll bring us into the 2nd quarter. They're going to kick the field goal. They're going to go for this here. They're going to go for 4th down and 1. Yeah, I would say probably should go for this one. Mahomes snaps it, fires quickly. It's Xavier Worthy again. Another grab and another 1st down. It's the strained forearm there for Kayvon Thibodeau is going to keep him out at the moment as he swings it out. Here is Rashee Rice with the grab. Yeah, surprise. I'm sure he'll go up to a superstar dev after the season he's having. But down to the 2, they hand off to Isaiah Pacheco, who is in for the touchdown. And Kansas City has tied this up once again. Back and forth we go. I guess defense optional so far today. Caleb fires. There's Simmons for a nice catch over the middle. That's a 1st down of the 47-yard line. It's just chunk play after chunk play for both of these offenses so far. 3rd down and 6, though. Chance for the Chiefs to get off the field. But we got a wide open receiver. It's Luther Burden who makes the grab, and that's a 1st down. Probably backed up a little bit too much there with Caleb, but it works. We'll take it. 5 minutes left here in this 1st half. We set up a screen. Oh, DeAndre Swift, one more man to beat. Tries to get the block, breaks off the tackle, finally brought down. But a 1st down to the 9-yard line. And a 3rd and goal. Trying to hold us to a field goal, but we're looking for that touchdown. Caleb looking, rolling out, fires, and caught by Luther Burden for the touchdown. That wasn't a lot of room. There wasn't a lot of room there. That's just trusting your number 1 guy and hope he makes the play. The throw is fantastic from Caleb Williams. The defender is right there. What a grab from Luther Burden. Touchdown. Back up 7. But the way this game's going at the moment, how long is that going to last? Mahomes looking in the pocket. Has time, but runs out of time. Montez Sweat's going to bring him down. It's kind of weird to say. Mahomes, you can't really say, oh, you got to keep him in the pocket because he can just destroy in the pocket as he overthrows his receiver there. Incomplete. We finally get a stop. But Mahomes, once he gets outside of the pocket, he can do a lot of damage down the field running the ball. So you got to kind of contain him a little bit as Caleb Williams is going to take off and just get out of bounds. Don't want to take a big hit there. There's a flag anyway on the play. It's going to be offensive holding. So take us back regardless. 2nd down and 19. Kansas City trying to get a stop here. Go over the middle of Simmons. All right, we'll take that. That gets the penalty in a little bit more back. So a 3rd down and 8. Minute 20 left here in this 1st half. Both teams, all 3 of the timeouts, so plenty of time. As we fire, that's a mistake! That's going to be picked off! Luther Burden, we were waiting for him to cut back. He just never did. Complete miscommunication between quarterback and receiver. Ends up being a turnover. And Kansas City now in business at the 26-yard line. Mahomes looking in the pocket, over the middle, caught. Who else? Xavier Worthy breaks the tackle, in for the touchdown, and Kansas City's tied this ball game up. This could be, what is Rashee Rice doing in the background there? This could be a Super Bowl preview. A win like this for Kansas City could propel them to who knows where, especially with Mahomes. But man, that's just an absolute mistake, as that's a big hit, but Burton with a nice grab at a 1st down. Got 26 seconds left here in this first half. Caleb over the middle, caught. Colston Loveland, who obviously Loveland, now with the Doonesday out more than likely for the rest of the game, has to step up as well. 20 seconds left, one more timeout as Caleb stepping up, takes it, just slides down. You know what, I'm fine letting this run down. We'll call the timeout. Bring out Benjamin here to attempt a field goal from about 50. And the kick is up, and it is good. So we got a good one here today, what we expected. 24-21 will go into halftime with the lead. But right now, the way this game is going, it might be the last team with the ball is going to win the game pretty much because both defenses are struggling a little bit. Let's take a look at what's going around the league. Like I said, 4 weeks left of the season. These games are huge. You got 2 9-4 teams in our division, Packers, Lions, and Detroit. Jared Goff's going to sling it down the field. Amon-Ra St. Brown with the victory there, 38-35, and that does it. That's their division. No, I mean, we've beaten Detroit twice, so it doesn't matter if they tie us record-wise. The division title is ours. So that is absolutely huge. Minnesota, Cleveland. Cleveland might have an outside chance at a wild card in the AFC, but pretty much with this loss, they are done. As in the end zone, touchdown, 14-3 lead at the moment. But yeah, Cleveland needs that victory badly just to have a chance. Indy, Houston. Indy, same thing. You're battling for the... What is going on here? Are they playing on the sun? How is everybody not blind or at least, scorched and sunburned in the stadium? What is absolutely happening with the lighting there? Okay, well, Houston's got a 14-7 lead in that game right there. You can see the playoffs. Take on the Eagles next. I mean, Lions, Packers there. Niners just sitting outside of it. I mean, pretty much every team we're going to face here at the end is just about a playoff team. All right, second half underway. Let's pitch this out to DeAndre Swift. Swift got room to run to the outside. Jukes out the defender. Swift up the field. He's up to the 34-yard line in a first. DeAndre Swift really coming on here the last few games, putting up some big numbers. Got plenty of time to throw on third down. Runs out of time. The ball pops out. It's picked off. Nick Bolton. Honestly, not the greatest throw to begin with, but then when you get hit and the ball flutters in the air and Nick Bolton just sitting there, not good. Takes away points. We at least would have got a field goal out of that. I think we just panicked a little bit. Yeah, you can see the ball just in the air floating, and Nick Bolton picks us off. Second pick in the game for Caleb Williams. And now Kansas City trying to take the lead here, as that is knocked away. Worthy can't hang on to that one. Can our defense get a stop here? 3rd down and 10 after the momentum turning their side. Firing, knocked away, incomplete. I don't think Worthy even had it, but it was the pressure on Pat Mahomes in the pocket. Made him throw a little bit earlier than he wanted to. We forced the punt, so good job defense getting a stop there. All right, let's settle some things down. There you go, underneath, finding Luther Burden. We're struggling to throw the ball a little bit. You know what? Go to your guy. Find him. There you go, Luther Burden, first down. Caleb looking in the pocket and takes the sack this time. Honestly, taking the sack, Chris Jones, it sucks, but it's better than throwing a pick. We can make it up. I feel like I trust in our offense. And there you go. Colston Loveland with the grab. And we pick up the yardage back and pick up a first down. Huge first down there. We're down at 3. Over the middle, Simmons wide open. And Simmons will pick up another Bears first down. We're converting these 3rd downs. Kansas City has chances to get us off the field. But we have been very good on 3rd down here so far today. It's Keaton Mitchell with the carry. Mitchell picking up around 8 down to the 10. We'll keep him in the backfield. Handing the ball right back. Mitchell cuts it up, and Keaton Mitchell's in for the touchdown. That drive was just a great comeback. I mean, after throwing the pick, the offense a little bit sputtering a little bit. I mean, the confidence maybe not there. And you get a sack. It looks like the drive's going to be over. Big 3rd down conversion to Colston Loveland. And there we go. 31-21, 10-point lead. But obviously with this Kansas City offense, this is going to be over as Xavier Worthy with the catch. But I think he's a little bit shaken up. It's We were thinking Rashee Rice was going to be the problem, but it's been Worthy and this guy, Jared Wiley. He's gone for his second touchdown. Just an easy, maybe slant or skinny post, and just nobody is there. Uses the speed, and Kansas City's back at it, 31-28. Back and forth we go. As we go underneath to Burton, who makes a nice move, and Jermaine Burton picks up an extra 7 to 8 yards. And that'll bring us into the fourth quarter. 3-point game. Who knows what's going to happen here? And this to Swift, and DeAndre Swift breaks off a tackle, and that was, maybe only a 4 or 5 yard run, but a fantastic run from DeAndre Swift, picking up the first. You can see over 100 yards here today as well. Throwing down the field. There's Luther Burden. When you leave him one-on-one, it's going to be a mismatch on pretty much anybody out there. We're down to the 18. Plenty of time to throw underneath. Underneath. Threw a little behind Luther Burden. He leads him a little bit. That's up the field. Definitely picking up a first down. So now this is going to bring it down to a 3rd down and 2. Swift in the backfield. We hand him the ball. DeAndre Swift down to around the 1. Is it Swift shaking up? I can't tell who that is. I think DeAndre Swift was shaking up on that play. So 1st and goal from the 1. Pitch this out. And in for the touchdown. His second of the game is Keaton Mitchell. And we'll get this back to 10. We answer right back at him. Saying earlier, Kansas City, one of the best offenses in football, but we have the best offense in football. So many weapons. We got 2 backs. They're about over 1,000. Mitchell might be very close to 1,000 yards now. I think he still has had, but short. Obviously, DeAndre Swift already over 1,000. Luther Burden, maybe the best wide receiver. I think he's actually up to a 98 overall. And then you got Caleb Williams. He's about to have 3 straight years of 40 touchdowns. So our offense is ridiculous. 3rd down and 1. Mahomes stepping out, firing. That is going to be caught. Worthy back from injury. 10 catches for 137 today for Xavier Worthy and a touchdown. 6 minutes left in this game, up 10. And we're going to get to Pat Mahomes. Montez Sweat with his 2nd of the game has both of our sacks here today. 3rd and 14. Mahomes fires and incomplete. So this is going to be an interesting decision here. Yeah, you got to go for it. 4th down and 14. This could be your game in the sense. Mahomes looking, steps up, fires, incomplete. Turnover on downs, and now with 5 minutes left, a chance to run out this clock. And this ball off to Kyle Monangai. Swift questionable to return. So now Monangai in there. Keaton Mitchell on a 3rd down and 5. Caleb to throw, looking, can't find anybody. Rolls out, just going to have to throw it away, incomplete. So Kansas City's defense does the job, gets the stop. 3:29 left. 10-point game. Underneath, that's going to be caught just short of the 1st down, but they're going to be in hurry-up mode, obviously. Looking, somehow gets away from that. Pacheco with the spin move. Kyler Gordon at first, I wasn't sure he was just standing around, but does make the tackle. Mahomes looking over the middle, wide open. That is caught. Close to another 1st down. Clock is rolling here. 2:45 left in this ball game. We can actually hand off to Pacheco, who gets around the edge. Pacheco's got room to run. He's down to the 16. I thought we had him contained, and he somehow gets out of there. As Kansas City trying to score before the 2-minute warning, and we're going to stop Mahomes. There you go. So that extra timeout they won't get. All right, 2 minutes left. 2nd and goal here to start from the 4. Mahomes looking, fires in the back of the end zone. And Xavier Worthy for touchdown number 2. So now, since Kansas City has all their timeouts, they don't have to onside kick. They can kick this ball off, and hope their defense gets a stop and get it back to Mahomes. And this is a pretty good return from Zod Frazier. Frazier past midfield to the 49, and that changes things. Because, man, even if you get a stop, now with the punt, you're going to have to go a decent amount away for a field goal. As Keaton Mitchell, though, scoots through. He's got the first. Oh, that's an injury timeout for us. Oh, that saves Kansas City a timeout. That hurts a lot. Because now they can really get the ball back, even if they stop us here. We got to get another first down. Monangai might have it. Kyle Monangai gets through for the first down. Keaton Mitchell's all right. But 3rd down and 5. Really, we don't even need this first. But if we get it, it's game. And that is it. Monangai picks up the first down. And we can run out the clock. And we go to 14-0 in the season. Taking down the Kansas City Chiefs 38-35. Back and forth ball game. And we get it done on the road. That was a tough ball game. Caleb Williams, 21-30. Yeah, not as great as game. Like I said, we kind of settled things down after that second pick. It just wasn't really working. But the run game was Swift and Keaton Mitchell. Monangai getting in there, getting 7 for 30 and a touchdown. All 3 running backs with a touchdown. Don't really see that too often. So the run game, really helped us out. And defensively, obviously not the game. You allow 35 points, but getting key stops when you needed it. And that's exactly what we did here today. Montez Sweat with a couple of sacks. But even though we only got 2 sacks the entire game, I thought the pressure was solid. And Worthy, 11 for 141 and 2 touchdowns. Wiley, 4 for 113 and 2 touchdowns. We should have made that 1 tackle. But 14-0, you know what? We might have just clinched home field throughout the whole NFC. The AFC's tough, though. Jaguars and Ravens at 11-3, Buffalo at 10-4. So that 1 seed's going to come down probably to the final week of the season. There is no doubt about that. Look at all these teams, man. That wild card is going to be insane here in the final few weeks. Yeah, we clinched everything. We're 14-0. That is it. We have home field advantage throughout. So that makes it interesting here at the end of the season. Yeah, because now if we come down to the final week of the season, say we beat Philadelphia, say we beat San Francisco, you got the Packers who are trying to still get into the playoffs. Do you play for that unbeaten season? I guess you still will. You still play for that unbeaten season, but we got to worry about injuries, that's for sure. Speaking of injuries, Philadelphia, no Jalen Carter today. He is out. They still have Jordan Davis, and then they have a second-year man, Vince Kennard, who is an 80 overall. Looks like an absolute beast. We got some inactives as our team ourselves. So DeAndre Swift misses Thursday and Friday in practice. He is going to miss this game. Same thing with Roma Dunze with the right shoulder. So just couldn't get it right here. Missed practice throughout the week. He is going to be inactive. And defensively, we got a big inactive as well, and that's Kayvon Thibodeau with the left arm injury. So he is inactive today. 3 big inactives for us today. So offensively, Loveland steps up. We'll have to get back to the, it's going to be Kyle Monangai getting a lot more carries with him and Keaton Mitchell. And luckily for us, you don't have their top defensive tackle up there, killing the middle. So we might have a chance here today. We'll see. Here comes Jalen Hurts and this Eagles offense to start. 27 touchdowns. Obviously got Saquon Barkley, Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert. This offense still very good as there is Saquon Barkley with the catch. And just like that, up to the 48, give him 22 yards. Let's see if they actually utilize Barkley. We've played the Eagles the last few times. I feel like sometimes their play style is very strange. You got a guy like Barkley back there, and they give him like 3 to 4 carries a game. Just makes no sense. 1st and 10. There's Barkley with the carry, but Jaquan Brisker coming up there, playing more close to the box. That is perfectly fine. Makes the nice stop for a loss of 1. 3rd down and 9 for Philadelphia. And coming through is Walter Nolan. As Devontae Macklin, though, a tad bit shaken up. So this will be about a 50-yard field goal in the cold. Not easy to kick. Kick is up. It's drifting, but it's going to stay true. It is good. And Philadelphia is going to have a 3-0 lead here to start. Now, even though You know, Jalen Carter is out. This defense up. I mean, this defense has just got guys all over the place. It's just, you know, it's crazy. Secondary is ridiculous. Setting up a screen to Mitchell, using those blocks. What a block there by Joe Thuney, just laying guys out, and Keaton Mitchell will have enough there for a first down. Now we get this ball to Kyle Monangai, but Jahad Campbell, who is an I think he's over 93 overall now. It's crazy. Just get better and better. How does this team have a record of 8-6? Is that's going to be a fumble? Keaton Mitchell will recover it. Owe chasing him around there in the backfield. So luckily recover, but 3rd and 25. Caleb looking, fires, and he finds Luther Burden. And Burden will be well short of the first. But as Keaton Mitchell is a little bit shaken up, to us, that might be field goal range. 60-yard attempt for Benjamin. And look at the leg of this dude. Straight through. It's good. And we tie this up at 3. Yeah, Barkley right behind. I mean, Derrick Henry's got a really good. I mean, Derrick Henry just continues. Ankle bruise for Mitchell. I mean, we're limited at running back today, so that is not what I want to see. Is that pitch forward? What was that play? But yeah, Derrick Henry just still doing it, man. 3rd and 10. Going up top, looking, and incomplete. Devontae Smith had it in his hands, but Jalen Johnson, just enough disruption where he can't hang on to it, and it's an incomplete pass and a punt for Philadelphia. So we set up a screen here to Colston Loveland. Loveland digs forward, very close to the first. 7 for 66, turning in maybe target number 2 in this team. I don't know. It's Luther Burden definitely won. But I guess Adunze and Colston Loveland are just right there at number 2, no doubt about it. First down run there from Monangai. Got 30 seconds left in this first. Firing a wide open Luther Burden, and Luther Burden's off to the races. Nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown. Caleb Williams also just got that throw off. I think he got obliterated back there. He might have paid for it, but a wide open Luther Burden, I think that was Cooper DeJean on him as well. And man, he just torched him off the line. Not even close. No safety back there. Great block on the outside. And Burden's gone for the touchdown. It's a 10-3 lead. But here comes Saquon Barkley. And Barkley with a good run to the 41. Hey, at least he already has 4 carries in this first quarter. Like I said, I've gone games where he had a carry in one half and 2 carries in the next. He had 3 total carries. Makes no sense in a close game. And Devontae Macklin is going to bring down Jalen Hurts. Looks like he's all right dealing with that injury. 3rd and 14. Hurts to throw. Steps up in the pocket, and, I mean, Smith wasn't even looking for that throw. He thought maybe Hurts was going to run for that. Miscommunication there. Falls incomplete. And another Philadelphia punt. Underneath there, Colston Loveland. I mean, Dean's solid in coverage, but I like that matchup. I'll go to Colston Loveland all day. 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz from the outside. Caleb can't find anybody, and he's going to take the sack. Vince Kennard comes through, saying they still have so much talent at the defensive front. They really do. 3rd and 18. And nothing. I mean, the coverage down the field, very good. I mean, that's really good coverage. Nobody really open. Caleb just has to throw it away and forces a punt. So the secondary is very, very good. There's no doubt about it. As what a catch from Devontae Smith. Man, Jalen Johnson hits him. Not many guys hang on to that. He did. Great catch. 3rd down and 7. Has another catch, but he is short of the first down, and Philadelphia decides to punt. I don't know if they would do that. That'd be tush push ready to go. As Keaton Mitchell, you're not catching him with his speed. Nope. See you later. Keaton Mitchell gone for 78 yards. Well, I mean, that was actually a nice run. Cut it back, then cuts it up more, and he sees that lane. He is gone. 17-13 lead. And Philadelphia's going to answer right back. A.J. Brown. Jalen Johnson's not going to catch him. Touchdown. Okay, well, Defenses were playing well for about a quarter and a half, and all of a sudden, here we go. Are we going to have another Kansas City type game? Up near the 40s. 17-10, back to a 7-point lead. Look out, Caleb Williams, look out, he's going to go down. And Davis with the sack, and that's a punt. So now Philadelphia with 2 minutes left, a chance to tie this ball game up as A.J. Brown can't hang on to it, incomplete. And this to Barkley. Barkley around the edge. Oh, nice tackle there from Jaquan Brisker. When you see Saquon Barkley with one defender to beat, it's, you just hold your breath that the guy can at least hold him up a little bit or make the stop. It's Goddard just a tad bit, man, he is just a tad short. That is like right on the line. And we bring some heat. He's just going to fling it up, and it's going to be knocked away. Incomplete. Nice coverage there from Kyler Gordon. What do they do here in 4th down and inches? They punt the ball? Man, okay. Well, that doesn't make any sense again. Philadelphia, come on, man. They are going for that all day on 4th and inches. No doubt about it. No doubt. That's crazy to think. Look out, Caleb. Look out! And that's going to be a sack. Was that Nolan Smith? Just a 3-man rush. We're going to go underneath the Luther Burden, who has the grab. That puts him over 100 for already in this first half. So 3rd down and 4. Oh, we have an open receiver. There's Byron Simmons. Simmons with the grab, trying to get out of bounds. He'll be short, but it's going to be an injury timeout. Oh, Nolan Smith. That helps us out. Saves us a timeout. Caleb, there you go, finding Colston Loveland. Has a blocker in front of him as well. I think we'll utilize our second timeout here with 27 ticks left. To the 17. Fire into the end zone. Luther Burden's got it. Touchdown. I mean, that's a great matchup. Luther Burden, Cooper DeJean, and right now today, Luther Burden's winning. But, not have both feet down. This is going to be reviewed. I got to see another angle, though, to want to see how he had the catch. Thanks a lot. Oh, he got it. He's got 2 feet. That left foot was down, then the right hits. The first angle was a little deceiving. He already had the ball by then. And the play is upheld. There you go. Touchdown, Luther Burden, 24-10. Philadelphia only 15 seconds left, but with their explosive offense, we got to be careful here. Just as I say that, finds A.J. Brown, who gets out of bounds. Jalen Hurts with 200 yards passing in this first half. And they're going to bring out Bailey here for the field goal attempt. 55 yards. The kick is drifting off the upright. It goes through. Wow. Doink, and goes right in. So we have 5 seconds left here in this first half. We're going to hand this ball to Common on Guy. We're going to call a timeout, and yeah, we're going to try a 75-yard field goal attempt here. Why not, right? Let's see what kind of leg Benjamin has. From 75 yards! You know what? It would have been a tad bit short, but now I'm thinking, if it comes down to a Super Bowl and we have to hit a 70-yard field goal to win, I might trust Benjamin to kick it. That's his first miss the entire season. I know that stinks. We're not going to have a perfect season, but I had to try. I wanted to see what he could do. That was crazy. It would have been just short. I think he could hit it from 70. I think. All right, let's take a look what's going on around the league, and that's a touchdown. Joe Burrow, 7-8. They're right there. I mean, it's going to be close for Cincinnati to get in. Patriots, 4-11. A rough season for New England. All right, Atlanta might have already clinched, or very close to clinching, but Tampa Bay's got other ideas. Baker Mayfield floats this one up. That is going to be caught, and just terrible tackling there by Jesse Bates. Godwin in for the touchdown. They get the victory, 24-17. Tampa Bay trying to get one of those final wild card spots. Maybe win the division. Win out. Atlanta loses out. Maybe. Possibly. And you got Detroit, who they're going to just be a wild card for sure. They know now since we've clinched the division. But they're not going to let up, that's for sure. It's Jahmyr Gibbs with the carry. Just absolutely poor tackling. Gibbs in for the touchdown. 27-6 victory over the Arizona Cardinals, who are one of the worst teams in football right now. You can see Tampa Bay just sitting right out there. Philadelphia, this would be a devastating loss if they can't hang on, if they can't win this game. So this is huge for Philadelphia. Let's get into the second half. Hand this off to Kyle Monangai. Nice job breaking off a tackle. Picks up a first down. And going in next year, we'll see what happens the rest of the season, if we can pull off a Super Bowl win, and honestly how far this franchise is going to go as Keaton Mitchell. Nobody's there. See you later. Keaton Mitchell for another big touchdown run. This time, I believe, a 59-yard. Is it 59 yards? Touchdown? Man, Keaton Mitchell's having himself a day. But yeah, I mean, say we win the Super Bowl this year, and say we really go unbeaten. We go all the way, win the Super Bowl. You know, do we go another season with this Bears franchise? I know years past, I've just continued to roll on. It's just the question is, maybe we don't. I don't know. So yeah, to everybody out there watching at this moment, is we got a big 4th and 2. Now they're going for 4th downs. Oh, Jalen Hurts looking, rolling around the pocket, but Jared Roth is there to bring him down. Turnover on downs. And Philadelphia, that's breaking right there. That's could be game breaking. I know we're only in the third quarter, but that gives us we're already in field goal range. So, but yeah, if anybody's watching at this moment in time right now, at this minute marker, whoever's watching, just please write down below. If we go unbeaten, say we win even if we don't go unbeaten, if we win the Super Bowl, would you like to see another season? Or would you rather something else? Now, I've thought about some ideas. I can tell you maybe one I've thought about. Obviously, if you've watched this channel for a while, you know I'm a big, I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, have since I was, a teenager years and years ago. But, I've thought about just picking up where they have in the season right now. It's Kyle Monangai in for the touchdown. And that might about do it for this game. This is not as competitive as the Kansas City game. But maybe rolling with the Ravens, continue where they are right now at the season. They're sitting at 3-5 and see if I can get them back to the playoffs. That'd be an interesting thing to do, kind of a real-life season. And I wouldn't go any more than one season to just try to get them to the playoffs and win a Super Bowl. So that could be a possibility. I thought about doing that regardless, but I just don't have the time. Honestly, this isn't my full-time job, so, especially when I have to do Purdue and you're doing 2 games at a time. It does take a while to do. Don't get me wrong. So these videos, I'm not complaining at all. Don't get me wrong. I love doing this stuff, but playing 2 games, editing, doing this voiceover afterwards, it's time-consuming when you have a job to begin with. So, I've thought about that series before. Oh, man, what a hit by Ruben Hippolyte. Pops the ball out, fumble by Philadelphia, and everything just going wrong for the Eagles in this ball game as we are absolutely just destroying them here today. And we're going to remain unbeaten. We're going to head to 15-0, no doubt about it. But, yeah, would you comment below? Like I said, comment below. If we win a Super Bowl, would you like to see another season? If we lose, obviously, if we don't win a Super Bowl, I'm going into another season. But if we win, would you like to see that Ravens series, maybe regardless? Let me know down below. I would really like to know. I know most people that watch here watch these games for Madden. I know the Purdue series is kind of fallen off. That's kind of how college football is. I feel like it's rough. I think it has the initial stage of people enjoying it. But half the time, I feel like people are just waiting for Madden to come around. And once you get into seasons 3 and 4, I think, of college football, even in these games, you just start to build teams that are just... The CPU can just never build a team like you can. And you almost have to cap yourself. You almost have to have house rules. Because if you don't, it just gets... where teams just get too good. And it gets a little bit unfun. And then for me, like I've said before, I don't like messing with the sliders when you get to that point because it's like you're just making the game harder in this sense. You're not making it as real as possible. And to me, that balance between realism and just making the game hard for, competitive sense, which just makes it stupid when you have guys that are like 70 overalls, just going 38 or 40 against you for like 400 yards and 4 touchdowns. I don't want to play games like that. I just don't. But it does get a little stale, obviously. When you're 15-0 right now, we still have had plenty of competitive games. We just did against Kansas City. But, it's when you got the offensive we got, like when you got a X-Factor quarterback, X-Factor receiver, superstar tight end, superstar second receiver, your offensive line's brutal. You got a superstar running back, another star running back. I mean, we got like maybe the best offense in NFL history right there. So it's always tough for sure. But still, I'd like to know down below. Let me know what you guys would want to see. Taking a look at that, you can see the playoff picture right now. All right, that 1 seed's locked up for us, but who's going to be in the rest of the wild card? I mean, we'll see. We got San Francisco up next. So next episode, we'll finish off the regular season, sim past the wild card, and see who we got in the divisional round. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.